Now, in a shocking turn of events, Senator Hill, Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, is being supported by the opposition Senator, Lambert Brown, saying that there must be a piercing of the corporate veil in anti-corruption and fraud investigations. Piercing the corporate veil is a legal decision that allows a court to hold a corporation's shareholders or directors personally liable for corporation's debts. This happened when a court disregards the corporation's separate legal existence and instead holds the shareholders responsible for the corporation's actions. This is how both will get back in money. The term was most recently referenced in an investigation into Prime Minister Andrew Holness's statutory declarations by the Integrity Commission. The Commission attempted to assess the financial relationships between Mr. Holness and at least 3 companies in which he had significant interest. Now, I'm going to go on and then we'll continue reason. Look and listen.
So I didn't get a chance to look at the Integrity Commission Act to see what does beneficial owner refers to. And if all of them meets the 20% threshold, and if all of that means that the veil of corporate veil can be pierced, because in the investigation of these things, it is necessary that the corporate veil be pierced so people can know how money passed through accounts, because it is that passing through of accounts that led in the main to the financial meltdown in the past. It is the greed and the corruption that added to that process. And this is why, like Senator Morris, I stand with the Integrity Commission. So we support these, and we hope that we will never see consumers of financial services suffer in the way those at SSL under the leadership of this government, that is to say, the FSC under the leadership of this government, has allowed so many persons to suffer. Like Senator Morris spoke to Usain Bolt. Usain is not the only one. This one, Minister Hill, is on your government. Claim the paternity, because the DNA says this is on the watch of Andrew Michael Holness.
Financial crisis experienced by Jamaica in the 1990s, the collapse of the CL Financial Limited, the holding company of Colonial Life Insurance Company, CLICO, Trinidad, and the recent global economic crisis of 2007 highlighted the significant risk that financial groups can pose to the growth and stability of both global and local economies. These crises expose situations in which regulatory supervisory regimes did not fully identify or mitigate the risks and the potential adverse systemic impact associated with complex group structures. Those have been identified, and we know how painful they can be. Due to their economic reach across sectors and jurisdictions, financial groups present huge challenges for supervisory oversight. As such, this bill, the Financial Services Commission Amendment Act, seeks to enhance the regulatory framework for effective and comprehensive group-wide supervision of non-deposit-taking groups. The amendments to the Financial Services Commission Act, FSCA, consequential amendments to the Pensions, Superannuation Funds and Retirement Schemes, Insurance and Securities Acts will further empower the Financial Services Commission to conduct group-wide supervision and the promulgation of a new set of regulations to govern the FSC's group-wide supervisory framework.
What it look like? This is the way where the system are trying to make it right. As what has taken place with Usain Bolt, it has done something to the financial sector. Most Jamaicans are not necessarily people who invest, because we know the day-to-day and the week-to-week and the month-to-month is on the Jamaican island. For most Jamaican citizens, your paycheck on glass stretched to as far as your next paycheck. So many Jamaican citizens not even have the little bit they can invest. They might can start a little small business and try to invest in themselves as entrepreneurs. But if they say invest in these financial institutions, and every Jamaican have the money to do it. Bolt was one of those Jamaicans, wealthy Jamaicans, who could afford to invest in one of these investment companies and then take all the whole line money. And him say money might invest at this team, youth them. Them should be ashamed of themselves. But them take away both money. Both carry back in money. Some other people along with Bolt, I know them get back for their money. Some people get back some of their money or get back their money. As to what has been told to the media. But this new legislation, this will be the only way that a person like Bolt could get back his money, since they must say the company now have the money, and they must say, I would have the people who own the company now, I would have them after them be held liable for what take place in the company. Because most people I believe say that they go on. Most people did believe say because both money get taken away SSL, and it wasn't the owners of SSL who law enforcement say was doing any illegal activity. Yeah, law enforcement say it was never the owners and the people that run SSL. That's what law enforcement say. Them say, Miss Pantan. So them find the culprit and them say she. Now what most people had believed was, since them find the culprit and she, even if she not have the money, the company gonna pay back Bolt, and if Bolt not have the money, the people who own the company, they're gonna pay it back. There was no legislation to support that. Yeah, there was never any legislation put in place on the Jamaican island where if something like that happen, the owner them have to go pay back the money. It just a go on now. Them just a support legislation now. People are pointing to the fact now that with the Prime Minister situation, what had taken place was that the Integrity Commission had wanted to say these companies are companies where the Prime Minister have significant interest in. Whether that be him have shares in the company, he was there when the company was being founded, him give them the startup capital, whatever. We don't know. These are not things that them did say. These are things that we are saying would qualify to be in significant interest. So they must say, even though they never find a whole of money, they must say this is how the money trail did go. And them company and raided, them couldn't really go too far because there wasn't legislation. So people are saying with this now, and look, this legislation has been supported by the opposition. Both the government and the opposition are far out together. I say, yo, this is the right move. Some people have a safe face because of what take place with Bolt. Because, as I say, most people don't realize it. But think about it now. Even the average Jamaican, we are talking to the regular people. Seeing what take place with Bolt at SSL. If somebody from overseas, if we decide to say, I'm going to send him 100 grand. 100 grand enough money. If we decide to say, I'm going to send him 2 grand, 3 grand. Did something like have a grand, some change left back over. 1,500 Canadian or so. You don't know what deal where they have that left over. Would you then take that money and invest in one of these investment institutions? Seeing what take place with Bolt and the whole heap of other people that may invest. Would you do it? Most people would have skeptic. Yeah, most people wouldn't readily want, if them would take away Bolt money. Bolt have all of the high power attorneys, Bolt them famous, Bolt them rich. If them would take away Bolt money, they feel like say, yo, them investment people, they would take away anybody money. So this is one of the way them way. That part of remember the government that talk about the economy. And the economy doing good and the economy doing well. If the economy is doing so good and so well, while people now want to invest in our investment firms on the island. So as simple as you see it, this is something where the government needs to address and needs to correct. Because their narrative is that they will be campaigning on achievements. And one of their crowning achievements them love to talk about is the economy. Well, within that same sentiment, within that same economy, billions of dollars taken from people. And the government can't find a way to give them back in this same prosperous economy. So it don't look good. So they must have to deal with it. That's something you have to start out. Bolt is an individual with a loud voice. They must have Bolt in a business with all other international conglomerates, big business. They have to name them. You know, say Bolt have a lifetime. A lifetime? Too long Bolt and them in a dealings. Must sometime a lifetime thing. Them have with that company there. So Bolt are people, Bolt in business with Wolipa. Wealthy and respected people and companies and conglomerates. For Bolt to say, yo, my government, they to my money, I'm put on for my youth. Them. No, they have the same government. Because I wouldn't be in government. But he must say, what was allowed to be done with my money when me put on for my youth, then by my government. Because now we realize legislation was not in place. Think about it. I remember And not the government fault. And even the owner of them are SSL fault. They must say somebody will work for the company, a next person cannot directly control what a next person are gonna do. Some people believe say who did know from who never did know. That has not been proven. What we know says that somebody else do what them do. And them give an explanation why them do it. We don't know if people believe them or not. But them say that is why they did what they did. Slightly even a confession. But at the end of the day, the optics, the way the people see it, the people now look into the details. And I say, well, it was just one person out of this financial institution. You have a whole heap of other investment firms on the island where people invest their money and they must see them returns and everything is all right. Everything is all right. But the fact that this happened with Bolt, it does put a little stigma. It does make the people, I wonder, I consider, I say, yo, would invest in my hard-earned cash in one of them places be the best thing to do with my money? I better buy some goat, some chicken or something. But for us give them people my money and say them take away both money and both can't get it back. This is how them can, I guess, show back people, regain back that confidence. No, legislation is in place that should this happen to you, nobody will have to go through what you say. Both go through. But talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel and just a pass through, click the subscribe icon and then the bell icon. And of course, put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here on the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share. And tell a friend, tell them sister and them brother them for check out the channel, check out the reason, and also join the discussion. The comment section 24/7, it never lack yet. Just be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. And we can continue the reason via the comment section. Now until the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours are for to live, love, and prosper, and for to stay tuned.